Happy Halloween, everybody! Welcome to Ongaku Concept, where I talk about music theory in video games. And I think today is a perfect day to talk about Luigi's Mansion.
Ongaku Concept.
Luigi's Mansion was one of my favorite games growing up. It's such a unique take on the Mario franchise, and it's really nice to see Luigi have his own game. One aspect I really love about the game is, of course, the music. The main theme of the game was composed by Kazumi Totaka, and it's very, very good. And I want to explain what makes it so spooky. First, I want to talk about how it's arranged. This song is really string heavy. Strings, of course, are very dynamically involved instruments. They can do many, many different things. Here, I think they're very good for the sort of punchy, sharp articulations needed for this song. Of course, the organ is almost stereotypically spooky. I mean, how many times have you heard it in a villain's theme or something? I mean, look at Bowser. I'm talking about the pipe organ, by the way, not the Hammond organ that you see in rock music. Also of note is the instrument that sounds like a theremin. The theremin, if you don't know, was considered, I think, one of the first, if not the first, electronic instrument. The theremin is associated with this sort of spooky sound, and it's over the years become associated with this kind of sound. And I think it's very difficult to use without getting away from this kind of stereotype where it's been pigeonholed. You look like a wizard when you play it. It's really, really cool. Actually, I'd love to see Luigi's Mansion played on a theremin. Somebody get on that. Rhythmically, as I mentioned before, this song has a lot of quick stabbing notes juxtaposed with bits of silence, or at least very, very quiet dynamics. I think this alteration between very, very quiet and very loud dynamics paints a really good picture alongside the theme of this game. I mean, Luigi's walking through what's supposed to be an abandoned mansion, or what he hopes is an abandoned mansion, and every little noise that's not made by him means trouble. You know Luigi, he gets scared of everything. So every little noise just makes him kind of jump. And there's no middle ground. There's silence or action. And I think the music expresses that very well. This song is in the key of A minor, and it mostly uses the A minor scale, but there are a few notes that are outside of the key that are emphasized to make the spooky theme clear. In particular, there's the flat 5, the flat 2, and the raised 7th degrees. In A minor, these are E flat, B flat, and G sharp, respectively. The beginning of the song sets the tone very well, immediately incorporating this flat 5. You have A, then you have E, and then E flat, you go back up to E. The flat 5 is a very dissonant note, and it's already being emphasized, just making it very clear here what the tone of the song is supposed to be. And we get this nice half cadence at the beginning of the first phrase, where we have this quick movement up from B flat up to B, down to E. This B flat is the flat 2 of the scale. It's also a dissonant note. I think actually for me, this movement up from B flat to B is actually kind of quirky. I think it draws some of the Mario quirkiness into the song. That's just kind of what I get from it. The raised 7th is very common in basically all music that incorporates the minor scale. It's almost expected that you're going to use the raised 7th if you're playing in a minor key. But again, in a song like this, it just serves to heighten the tension even more. Particularly notable, we have this scale run that plays after the second phrase is complete, and it starts on the G sharp, which I think is pretty notable. So that is, I think, a quick summary of the Luigi's Mansion theme and what makes it so spooky. First of all, we're using instruments that are stereotypically associated with this kind of feel. We have a sharp staccato rhythm to sort of punctuate the fear that Luigi is feeling as he's walking through this mansion. And the melody itself lends a hand by including 3 of the most uneasy out-of-key notes that you can use. So if you are working on any spooky songs yourself, want to create that kind of vibe for a haunted house or something else like that, I definitely recommend thinking about not just the notes that you're putting in, but also the rhythm. Think about what kind of instruments you're using. I also want to mention that it's not a bad thing to use instruments or techniques that are stereotypical. Your audience is going to identify with certain stereotypes. You want them to feel something or think something in particular when a song is playing. Using certain musical tropes, even if they are overused, is a surefire way of communicating that to your audience. If you have any questions, you can email me at ongakuconcept@gmail.com. If you want to discuss this lesson with other fans of game music theory, I suggest joining the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/ongakuconceptvgm. Thanks again for watching, and happy Halloween!